Hey everybody, it's Christy at Hooks and Horseshoes. I hope all is well, and I wanted to thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. It's very much appreciated. I wanted to talk about a couple of blankets that I've completed in the past several months and just kind of share them with you. The first one is going to be, it's called the Static Waves Throw. I'm looking at my computer here, by Premier Yarns. Design Team is what it says in here. I used just different yarns, different brands. Well, not different yarns, not they were all the same size from what I can tell. But different brands, just different brands of yarn. I did share this one on my Instagram page. So some of you might have already seen it, but this is the edging. All I did was just go around it with double crochet. The teal, I think, is more like the teal right there. I didn't have any more of it, so I was scared to try to do a round of double crochets. I didn't know if I'd make it, and I don't know. I might have been able to. I'm not sure, but anyway, because it was the first round, and so I just did half double crochets all the way around. That or single crochets. I didn't follow, as far as the border, I didn't follow a pattern. I just kind of winged it. I know that you have to be careful when you do the edges to not put too many stitches and then to not put enough, because it can make it ripple. And I hate it when it ripples. But I think I did okay. I think for the most part it worked out. And then I just switched to double crochets for 4 more rounds. So I think it was either, I'm going to say half a double crochet. The teal's a half a double, and then everything else was just a double crochet around. It's a fairly decent size. It's about as tall as me. Yeah, I guess it's about as tall as me. But it turned out really nice. I'm happy with it. I wasn't sure in the beginning, and I didn't really, other than the pattern, the written pattern, I didn't follow like a color thing. I just kind of winged it as I went. And this yarn right here, the variegated, I had like what, 5 or 6 skeins of this, and I still have one more left over, even because I used this color. I used this color in the other blanket as well, and I still have some of that yarn left over. So, but anyway, I'm happy with how it turned out. It's pretty. I've washed it. It has softened it up a good bit. It would make a pretty little lap blanket, or just something to throw across the back of the couch, to pull over you when you need to. And I did this color on one end and then the same color on the other end, and that's how it ties in with the that row right there. So yeah, I wish I could show you the whole thing. Maybe I can insert a picture when I do the edit process of the video. But it's a decent size, pretty wide too. I would imagine, it would fit a twin, but it wouldn't cover the whole twin. So, yeah. And like I said, this is the Static Waves Throw by Premier. It's very easy pattern, just a bunch of double crochets. And for the edging, like I said, I did double crochets around. And then when I got to the corner, I did 3 double crochets in the corner as I went around. And it kind of, like, it's got the waves, but then you can see that once I'd started doing the border, I didn't follow the waves, and I just kind of crocheted inside each stitch, and it kind of evened out, so it's all straight all the way around instead of having that wave, which I think I like more. But anyway, that's the one blanket. And then my other blanket, oh, my computer, hold on just a second. My computer went to sleep that quick. The other blanket I have completed is the Daisy Granny Square blanket by Krista at the Secret Yarnery. Um, I didn't. I think I followed her YouTube tutorial, so I didn't have the written pattern for that. But the granny squares were fairly simple, and her method of joining was really interesting too. You didn't have a lot of ends to weave in at the end. This is this blanket, and a lot of the colors that you saw in my first blanket are in this blanket. And this is the, I wish I could get back. I haven't weaved in my ends on this end yet, but it has been washed a couple of times. I wash it. Anytime I get done with, I wish I could get back even further. I can't get back any further so you can see the whole thing. But anytime I get done with a blanket or any kind of crochet item, I will immediately wash it with another crochet item. And so I tried to alternate the color, so I did yellow and pink. And then on this end, it's pink and yellow. Isn't that pretty? And so like you can see, I used the blue, and I used the blue here, and then I used the variegated yarn. And the rounds are, I think I only did 2 extra rounds. I might go back in and I might go back in and add more rounds to finish off this yarn, this variegated yarn. Because I have, like I said, I have 1 full skein left. But this is, like I said, the Daisy Granny Square blanket by Krista at the Secret Yarnery. I love how it turned out as well. It's pretty summer colors, I think. It'll be pretty to have on the couch for summertime. Yay! But yeah, that's the 2 blankets I finished. I am currently thinking about starting the Moogly cow for this year blanket, where she puts out a square every so often. So I'm thinking about doing that, but y'all, I still struggle with, because you know it's got to have like a kind of a color scheme, or you want it. I would think you'd want it to have a color scheme, but then again, I think it would still look good if you just randomly, each square was just different colors, I guess. But anyway, so I'm in the process of, I've started the first square, and I'm gonna do the first square and just kind of with scrap yarn to see how I feel about it. And so that way, if I'm not meshing well, I don't feel bad. I won't feel bad for getting like a new skein of yarn out or something like that. But anyway, this is my granny square blanket. I'm very happy with it. And then my static waves blanket. So yay! This is a similar picture with, because I did 2 blankets at Christmas time. And so I'm on a blanket kick. If I can just keep this going, I might get rid of some of my yarn so I can buy more yarn. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. I appreciate, I really appreciate you stopping by and watching my content. I know I don't put out a lot, and but I do appreciate it, and I thank you very much. And I hope that, again, all is well, and I will talk to you soon. Okay, bye. I wanted to share them with you and talk about them, and no.